It's the Jacksonville Buzz. Amy West, Grant Smith, Adrienne Houghton. From Studio 2 at Buzz TV, this is the Jacksonville Buzz.
Welcome back to the Jacksonville Buzz. We have an exciting show for you today. I'll be interviewing the dynamic duo from Chamlee-Johnston Design.
And I've got Lane Weber from WeGoShop.com.
And I'll be talking to Christie Blue and also Art Republic. Stick around, we'll be right back.
Massage Envy revolutionizes your massage. Introducing See Me Boost, 6 highly concentrated serums with active ingredients that deliver skin-enhancing benefits for your entire body. Combine them with our new specially formulated massage lotions to offer skin-enhancing benefits to your massage experience. Discover your See Me Boost today, an innovative boost to your total body care routine, only at Massage Envy.
Big event or party at your home or business? The Jacksonville Party Company. Stress-free, flawless, and memorable. Whether it's for children, a retirement, a wedding, or other social or professional activity, it's stress-free, flawless, and memorable when you involve the Jacksonville Party Company. Contact them today to get your event launched at jacksonvillepartycompany.com.
Welcome back to the Jacksonville Buzz. How would you like to have a little more time on the weekend? Or for that matter, a little more time any day? My next guest is somebody you would like to get to know. She's the original shopping, errand, and gift delivery service on the First Coast. Please welcome Lane Weber of WeGoShop.com. How are you?
I'm great. Wonderful to be here.
Yeah, thanks so much for coming on. I'm getting hungry here.
I know, right?
Foodie Grant here. I'm getting, I can't take it when there's food on the scene, on the set. So how long have you been in business, Lane?
Since 2011, about 7 years now.
And why did you get into this business?
Well, I felt there was a great need here in Florida, being with the high senior citizen population and people who might not have transportation in this big city of ours, and helping them out, and maybe busy professionals, working moms, trying to save time.
No question about it. So let's talk about the area you cover. Talk about, you know, what areas do you cover on the First Coast?
Well, I cover Jacksonville and the surrounding cities, which would be Jacksonville Beach, Atlantic Beach, Neptune Beach, Orange Park, Fleming Island, St. Augustine, Elkton, Fruit Cove,
wow,
Switzerland, and St. John's.
Wow, that's
about
impressive.
45-minute radius.
How much?
About 45-minute radius.
Wow, okay, 45-minute radius. So what stores do you shop for people?
The main stores, which would be Publix, Winn-Dixie, Whole Foods, Walmart, or any store that the customer chooses, I will go to. Not a problem.
It's not just grocery then?
No, anything that they desire, pretty much. I even shop for alcohol. Need your ID, though.
Really?
But yeah, so people like that, too. If they don't want to go out and drink and drive, call me up. I'm on my way.
You were telling me about a story about a bet. You have to tell our guests at home about this.
Yes. One time I got a call from a gentleman who was out of state who had just got done watching a football game with a buddy of his, and he lost the bet. So he called me up and asked me if I could deliver the service as soon as possible, and it turns out that he lived in my neighborhood, which was awesome. So I ran to the store, picked up 2 cases of beer, and delivered it to his friend. So I go to the door, and his friend was all excited. He's like, "What is going on?" Because he lives so close to me. He had his bet paid within 90 minutes. So
that's incredible.
It was a wonderful experience. It's so fun.
I love this.
Yeah.
So can you tell people at home how they can find you, how they can get a hold of you?
Yeah, like I said earlier, you can go to WeGoShop.com.
Okay.
Or you can call me personally on my cell phone number, and I can take your order by phone for the ease of that.
Okay, awesome. Well, what's your cell phone number real quick?
Yes, it is 904
yes.
994 0459.
That's great.
Direct to me.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for coming on.
You're welcome.
It's good to see you.
It's a pleasure to be here.
We'll be right back on the Jacksonville Buzz.
Hi, I'm Amy West, and this is your Amy West Travel Minute. As a self-confessed coastal cowgirl, I'm always on the lookout for my next island destination. There's one, however, that's completely stolen my heart. Here's where to stay, play, and eat on Jekyll Island. The historic Jekyll Island Club Resort has been an icon for generations. However, for visitors looking for something more contemporary, I recommend their newest property, the Jekyll Ocean Club. These brand new facilities are located right on the ocean, and every room is a waterfront suite, which guarantees you a morning sunrise to remember. Jekyll is a place you can find serenity and adventure all in one place, and my favorite spot to find both is Driftwood Beach. This stretch of coast is covered by ancient oaks who met their demise due to erosion. Today, the skeletal remains of these oaks serve as the perfect playground for young and old alike, and they certainly create a haunting landscape for all those Instagram photos. Finally, get your fill of Jekyll's southern coastal charm at the Wharf Restaurant, which enjoys panoramic views of Georgia's southern low country with fiery sunsets, fresh local fare, and a terrific ambiance made for memories. This has been your Amy West Travel Minute. Find out more about this topic at amywesttravel.com.
Christie Blue is a unique 6,000 square foot boutique located in St. Augustine. It features hand-selected vintage, contemporary, and fashion rescue items, as well as some wonderful fashion accessories. And joining me today are the owners of Christie Blue, Matt and Susan Cafisco. Welcome.
Well, thank you.
Very glad to be here.
Matt, I have to ask you, 2004, you started the business, but what happened before then? Have you always been in retail?
Actually, I have to take my hat off to my wife. My wife started the business then. I was in corporate for 30 years, designing, staging, and producing large events. We found ourselves coming here, and my wife always had a passion. We've been married 40 some odd years, and even when I first met her, she was all about bohemian, and she finally got her opportunity in her own store to do this.
Fantastic. Now, one of the things that strikes me about going into your store is there's a very special piece as soon as you open the front door. Tell me about it.
That special piece is our chandelier.
Yes.
It is a Swarovski crystal chandelier that was from Swarovski. Is it New York? That's was bought in 1995, and it's massive.
Absolutely.
It takes about 40 light bulbs. I don't think we put but maybe about 10 in there. So
I'd hate to be the person that has to clean it.
The idea too is to create a hallmark. When people drove by, they always saw the chandelier, and when they came in, it was
very much so. Very much so. Now, tell me a little bit about the clothing that you specialize in. What would you like the customers to know about your store that is so special?
Well, first of all, we have a huge selection, a lot of one-of-a-kind, a lot of unique. We have just about a little bit of everything from formal wear to cocktail wear to everyday wear to furs to designer handbags, costume jewelry, estate jewelry, shoes, designer shoes, art, furniture. We have just about a little bit of everything.
It's true to say that if you go in there, it's very difficult to leave without something in your pocket.
Right. I tell everybody when they come, you can't do a quick trip through.
No.
It takes about at least an hour to get through it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So let's talk about vintage, because that's one of your major spots. And I believe that you have something very special here with you today.
Yes.
And it's going to be modeled by Linda. Is
Yes.
that right?
Yes.
So perhaps we'd like to ask Linda to come on.
Hello, this is Linda. Linda is one of our models. She is from the Arthur Murray dance studio in St. Augustine. Linda is a competitive dancer, but she's also one of our goddesses. She models for us a lot.
And this particular piece here is a Karl Lagerfeld. Back in the day in the 80s, Karl was doing a lot of work for Chanel. And we're true believers in the buying of quality. Owning your own style is one of our taglines. Fashion for a fraction is one of our taglines. even to the point that Carl today, beginning of this month, was with Chanel again in Paris. So that life continues on. These kind of pieces, we have avenues to get them. We shop them in New York. We shop them in South Florida. We go out west to buy these pieces. And they're definitely one of a kind. Quality is the other big thing for us. We try and stay away from Chinese and Asian made cheap clothing, because all about owning your own style. That's about buying quality and having that in your closet as something you always come back to.
Yes, especially nowadays with sustainability being such an important feature in fashion.
Yeah.
Thank you, Linda.
And now I'd like to introduce Yulia. Yulia is an instructor at the Arthur Murray dance studio in St. Augustine, and she is wearing one of my original pieces. This is my kite dress. This is made from, this is an Emilio Pucci scarf.
Beautiful.
And this is an Emilio Pucci handbag. And every single kite dress are all one of a kind. There are not any two the same. And I can customize them for you too. So if you wanted something with a different color scheme, I can do that. So thank you.
That's fantastic. Thank you, Yulia. So that's just really a very, very, very small sample of what you do. But you also have the most magnificent accessories, don't you?
Correct. And this is just a small example of what I have. Like I said earlier today, we have got cases and cases and cases of costume jewelry, along with estate jewelry, you know, the real thing, the 14 karat gold, the emeralds, the diamonds, and those kinds of things.
Wonderful.
Right.
Well, thank you so much for coming on. It's
you.
been a pleasure to actually participate in something with the models and these beautiful accessories. And thank you for joining us. And we will be right back after these messages.
Hi, I'm Grant Smith, and welcome to my Foodie Minute. Today, I'm talking about 5 heart-healthy substitutions for everyday foods. These are great to incorporate occasionally, or you may just find yourself substituting them all the time. Number 1, plain Greek yogurt. It's perfect for swapping out sour cream, and we use it in our family on tacos, and the kids love it. My pro tip, try stirring it in with a squeeze of lemon for that extra zest. Number 2, dark greens like spinach, kale, arugula. Replace iceberg or romaine lettuce with these nutrient-filled greens. Number 3, ground turkey in place of ground beef. I'm always looking to reduce my red meat intake, so try ground turkey for tacos, chili, or meat sauce. It's a leaner option and it's better for your heart. Number 4, zucchini or spaghetti squash. Perfect as a stand-in for carbs. Create thin strips of zucchini, saute them, or bake a spaghetti squash and use either as pasta replacements for your weeknight meals. And finally, number 5, cocoa nibs for chocolate chips. Chocolate chips start as nibs before they get ground down and processed into chocolate. Try the unprocessed nibs and lose the unwanted sugar plus gain the antioxidants. Pro tip, try Native Sun's grasshopper. Trust me, you'll love it. I'm Grant Smith, and thank you for watching my Foodie Minute.
And welcome back. If you're like me and you are a little bit design challenged when it comes to decorating your house, my next 2 guests are here to the rescue. I'm joined by Virginia Shanley and Casey-Johnston from Chamlee-Johnston Design. And you guys do affordable home styling as well as vintage pop-ups. So I'm very excited to hear all about what you do. Virginia, tell me a little bit about what makes you different with your firm.
So I think Kacy and I sort of saw this niche in the market where people don't always have the time or the budget to hire a full-fledged interior design firm. Maybe they just want to spruce up their bookshelves, or they're just looking for a great piece of art, or they want to learn how to do a gallery wall. That's sort of where we step in. And we also host these vintage pop-ups where we have amazing, unique finds that we've been scouring the country for all year.
I love it. It's definitely me you're talking about. It's like you're just like selling to me, because I need what you guys have to offer. And I've been following you online for a long time. Kacy, you're new to me, but obviously your taste is super impressive, both of you. But I'm always really excited about all the cool things that you find online. And sometimes I'm thinking, I don't know, could I like get away with that? You're so much cooler than me. But I think that's one of the things that really is cool about your partnership as well, is you each have your own unique taste. So Kacy, yours is a little more traditional, is that right?
100%.
Okay.
But I love, with my artist background, I love funky, old, incredible vintage art. And I think Jenny and I, what our common denominator, we love color.
Yes.
And so we work really well together.
And I think
a lot of loud color.
That's really important what you say there, because a lot of people these days have kind of fallen into that monochromatic, like everything's beige, everything's gray and marble. And so you really are standing out in this world of monochromatic, like being able to say, like, use color, be bright, be bold. And I think it does take someone who's gifted at what you do to say, this is how to do it right.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, I think so. I think too with vintage, which is what we really specialize in, it can be very intimidating for people. You know, going into an antique store, things are more high priced, and you might not totally know how to style this, but that's sort of how we have our strength, is we show you how to pair old with new, and maybe more traditional with more funky.
And some of it is really, I think it's about the hunt, right? It's about the find. Every piece that you have has a really cool story. So how do you go about finding these things?
We go to estate sales, auctions, garage sales, and
thrift stores. All over the country. I mean, I've traveled as far as Texas over the past few months. So.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
And we become obsessed with, if we have it in our mind to find one thing, we will find it. Like, and we will not stop until we do.
When you find that thing, do you become so attached that you don't want to let it go? That would be my struggle. I would be like, I love it so much, it's mine.
If it's a great piece of vintage upholstery, I'm probably going to keep it, but I want someone else to love it too. So I think we want to.
It brings you joy to see it go into someone else's home.
And how they want to use it.
And how did you find each other?
Well, our parents actually live across the street from one another, and we have grown up sort of with a lot of mutual friends, but we had never met each other until a year ago, and so we met for coffee. And I'm an artist, and she's a ceramic artist,
every day since.
Every day since.
I love it. It was meant to be. Truly. And now you both have diverse backgrounds. You're both artists, and you do ceramics as well.
I do ceramics, sculpture, a lot of hand building.
And Virginia, you also are a writer. You're the managing editor of Jacksonville Magazine. Is that your correct title?
Yes.
Okay. So both of you have incredible taste, but you're also well qualified at what you do, which I think is really important. Well, let's talk a little bit about your pop-ups. So you have one coming in November.
Yes, we're so excited. November 8th through 10th, our inaugural pop-up.
And where will this be at?
This will be at the Fig Room in Jacksonville Beach.
I love that spot. That's a really great spot. Plus, you're just right by the beach. If you want to take a little walk afterwards, you can. Make sure you do it before you're walking out, hauling out all your treasures that you found. What can someone expect if they come to your pop-up?
Vintage art, ceramics, a ton of wicker and bamboo. I feel like we have a lot of bamboo coming to this show, so we've really put that out there a lot.
If someone is interested in your styling services, though, how do they find you and get more information about you?
So you can go to Chamlee-Johnston Design on Instagram or Chamlee-JohnstonDesign.com. We are uploading all of our merchandise daily, so definitely check in often.
All right, keep it fresh. Well, I'm excited. I'm going to have you come out to my house, because I think I am one of these, ideal candidates for you, with first home, not really sure how to decorate. I love that you say you're for the modern maximalist.
Yes.
I think that's really fun. More is more, and really suiting your style and making it pop. So we appreciate you ladies. Please come back. I want to see more of your treasures, and we'll see you soon. We'll be right back.
When we think of timeless pieces of fashion, we usually think simple and elegant. The perfect example of a timeless piece is the little black dress. Here is my pick of 5 high street little black dresses for under $100. Number 1, Topshop has this wonderful 90s style satin midi slip dress for only $68. Style it with high heels for an elegant evening look. Number 2, this H&M midi dress has unusual 3/4 length puff sleeves and a gently flared skirt. This will be perfect to go from office to date night at $99. Number 3, with fringe being a huge trend this season, this ASOS strappy bodycon dress is perfectly priced at $76. And number 4, Warehouse never ceased to please, and this figure-hugging fit and flare with a high-cut lace neck is no exception at $82. And number 5, finally this mango black satin flared dress with pearl buttons is a steal at $99. I'm Adrienne Houghton, and thank you for watching Fashion Focus. Art is the best medium for creating change to any area or culture. So says my next guest, Jessica Santiago, who is the CEO of Wall Street Fine Art Gallery and is also the driving force behind Jacksonville's Art Republic. And she is also joined by Darryl Green, who is our artistic director. So welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to see you because I know Art Republic, it's that time of year again and it's all bubbling, and we have a new exhibition coming soon. Tell us about it, Jessica. Tell us about Art Republic and tell us, for those of you who don't know Art Republic, let's hear a little bit more about it.
Sure. So Art Republic ultimately exists to empower dynamic artists. When we first started the organization, we saw there was a great need for today's most culture shifting artists to have a new model for the art industry, to be able to give them the resources that they need. So when we say dynamic artists, today's most dynamic artists are moving between different mediums. They're not tied to just one genre of art anymore. They're making music, they're taking photographs, they're working in technology, they're working in fashion. And so there are no structures as of yet, other than Art Republic, that are funneling resources for all of their endeavors.
And we're lucky enough to have this taking place here in Jacksonville. So the first exhibition that's going to be open to the public is going to be at Memorial Park, is that right?
Yes, it'll be at Memorial Park this Friday, 6:30 to 10:30. We have some great local photographers that are going to be exhibiting their work. Tony Smalowgic and Khalil Osborne. I'm very excited to see their work out there.
I'm excited because I can't actually envision how you're going to do it in Memorial Park with these wonderful photographers. How's that? I mean, what's been the biggest hurdle?
I think the biggest hurdle is you want to answer that one? Because there's always hurdles in putting up an exhibition. So far, everything's been going really smooth, so there hasn't been very many hurdles. So that's why I'm like, would you like to mention one?
Yeah, this event, you know, it's going to be a one-night exhibition, which Tony and Khalil have already been doing some of events like that. There are these pop-up exhibitions that have a really great high energy because you have to come out. There's one night and then it's gone.
Then it's gone.
And it makes the energy so much more intense and exciting around it. But the photographs are going to be really life-size. They're going to be 7 feet tall, and they are the people of this community, the most diverse, the most creative, the most activist, people with really important opinions that are really shaping and molding the culture of this community. And we will be up front, close and personal with their perspectives and their views and their voices that they've been able to capture through these photographs.
Oh, this is fantastic. So nearly all of the photographs are of people, or all of them are? It's not nearly, all of them are.
So it's designed to really showcase the diversity of our community. We're not always known when you look at the brand and perception of Jacksonville as a very diverse community, but in actuality we really are. We have people from all over the world that have moved here as immigrants. They've restarted their life here. This community means a great deal to them, and so all of the photographs are people who have either been first-generation Americans or have been naturalized by their parents. A lot of Tony's whole series was of women
Wow.
It's very powerful series.
Fabulous. I'm excited. I mean, but that's just one piece, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because we have to talk about the fact that in Jacksonville at the moment, there are 24 magnificent murals, and they're really down to you, because if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have those. We wouldn't have them here, and we wouldn't have those blank walls filled with such magnificent art. But by the end of the year, is it true to say there's going to be 30?
There will be 30. Yeah. We are very excited to welcome another 6 artists, half local artists who have been with us for the last 3 years as well, and then some coming in from Brazil, from Brussels, from Miami.
I don't envy your job, because trying to actually choose them is one thing, but then they come here and they create this fantastic art. And then rheometry. Am I saying it correctly, or is it rheometry?
Rheometry.
Rheometry.
Yeah. Rheometry it's definitely going to be by far the best exhibition, the most impactful thing Art Republic's ever done.
So if people want to find out more about Rio and the exhibitions, how do they get in contact with you?
ArtRepublicGlobal.com will give a really in-depth perspective of the organization and all the events, and then also our social media, all at Art Republic Global.
Thank you so much for coming in and sharing this information with us. And I know it's going to be a huge success, and I'm very excited about these exhibitions coming up. And stick with us. We'll be right back after these messages.
Welcome to the Massage Envy Wellness Minute. My name is Danny, and today I'm here to talk to you about chemical peels. At Massage Envy, we use PCA Skin for our chemical peels. We have 3 different options to chemically exfoliate the skin and give you that youthful glow that you're looking for. PCA chemical peels are good for all skin types. They're designed to reduce inflammation, increase cell renewal, reduce fine lines and wrinkles, help with hyperpigmentation and acne scars. All of our chemical peels are designed to help brighten and tighten the skin, giving you that youthful glow. A post-care treatment kit is included with all of our chemical peel services. After your chemical peel, you might see a little bit of light flaking or slight peeling, but nothing too intense. You might not even see any at all. After a very short downtime, your skin will be left feeling smoother, brighter, and looking more youthful. With chemical peels, it is important that you avoid the sun prior to scheduling your peel. Afterwards, there's going to be a little bit of downtime, so make sure you're not scheduling right before any big events you have planned. We suggest earlier in the week to give your skin time to heal before the weekend comes. At Massage Envy, you will have a consultation with your esthetician to determine which of the chemical peels is going to be best for your skin type.
Visit www.massageenvy.com and schedule your visit today.
Stress-free, flawless, and memorable when you involve the Jacksonville Party Company. Contact them today to get your event launched at jacksonvillepartycompany.com.
Wow, what a full show we had today. I can't wait to find some new treasures at Chamlee-Johnston's pop-up.
And Lane Weber was great. I can't wait to check out WeGoShop.com.
And you must go and visit Christie Blue in St. Augustine, but also those exhibitions from Art Republic. We hope you enjoyed the show today. See you next week.